everyone! I hope you're all doing well. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to upload many videos lately. My microphone broke and I'm using my phone microphone at the moment, and hopefully that will be alright. But yeah, it's been so busy on my end. I'm having to start revision for my exams. But to be honest, during the exam season, it's nice to have something that I could do that could take my mind off it, like reading these books to you guys, because I really enjoy it. So maybe you're going through exams right now, and maybe taking some time to listen to an old book that you used to read as a child might help relax you and take your mind off whatever you're studying at the moment. So today I was looking through my bookshelf, wondering what book to read, and I thought a couple of poems might be quite fun. This is one of the first poetry books I got as I want to say child, but I think I was very, very young. I could barely read the words in this book when I got this book. It's very, very old. I think you could tell how old it is. Yes, you can tell how old this book is based on the scribbles I made when I was younger and me writing my name over and over in the corner. But yes, this is one of my favourite poetry books growing up. It's by Jack Prelutsky. I'm not gonna lie, the pizza up there, even though I've just had breakfast, it's making me feel very hungry right now. But yes, I fell in love with this book, and it made me really enjoy poetry that is more lighthearted, that's more satirical in nature. And I think this is the book that started my love for that, because a lot of the poetry I was reading when I was a teenager were more serious, more heavy, more broody. But I think no matter how old we are, we must take time to read things that aren't heavy all the time. We need to take time to read things like children's books, which is what I've been doing for the last couple of months, however long I started this YouTube channel. Just a reminder that we're all kids at heart, you know? So yes, a pizza the size of the sun. Oh, I used to love this dog. So cute. Right. A pizza the size of the sun. I'm making a pizza the size of the sun. A pizza that's sure to weigh more than a ton. A pizza too massive to pick up and toss. A pizza resplendent with oceans of sauce. I'm topping my pizza with mountains of cheese, with acres of peppers, pimentos and peas, with mushrooms, tomatoes, and sausage galore, with every lost olive they had at the store. My pizza is sure to be one of a kind. My pizza will leave other pizzas behind. My pizza will be a delectable treat that all who love pizza are welcome to eat. The oven is hot. I believe it will take a year and a half for my pizza to bake. I hardly can wait till my pizza is done. My wonderful pizza, the size of the sun. The next poem is called My Elephant is Different. He's so cute. My elephant is different than most elephants I meet. Its ears are short and fuzzy. It has feathers on its feet. It's scaly like a lizard. It's furry like a skunk. It sports a sort of auger where there ought to be a trunk. It doesn't much resemble other elephants I find. Its tail is like a mushroom on its tiny blue behind. It cackles like a chicken. It's 14 inches tall. At times, I think my elephant's no elephant at all. Spaghetti seeds. These are the best spaghetti seeds, the farmer promised me, and each of them will grow to be a fine spaghetti tree. I planted them a year ago. That farm is a phony. I've not got one spaghetti tree, just fields of macaroni. News brief. A defiant flock of pigeons caused a minor episode by obstructing local traffic on a secondary road. When the sheriff tried to move them, they crowed, so he towed a tow truck and had every pigeon towed. I read the other day that pigeons used to be kept by many people in Britain as pets, before the war and after and during the war, and they were kept as household pets, like a cat or a dog or a hamster. And messenger pigeons were very popular during the war. It's quite interesting to read that we took them into the city. We people bred them to be taken as pets, and then now no one wants them as pets. And I think it's quite sad that they get treated like vermin in the city now. No, I do think they're very beautiful. I think the feathers are very beautiful, especially when they glimmer in the light, and it has this gorgeous, the feathers have this gorgeous emerald sheen. I think pigeons are quite unique. I think we need more of an appreciation of pigeons, quite frankly. Anywho, let's read the next poem. I'm gonna open it at a random page now. Opossums. Right. Let's read about the lovely opossum. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. You know, when I was growing up, I would read so much about skunks, opossums, bears in children's books, right? Especially in the Bernstein Bears series. I don't know if you guys know that, but the existence of a skunk, as in, like, they would just talk about skunks all the time. I don't know why, but all the books I was reading had skunks, opossums, bears, and I'm just looking back on my life now. I don't think in my 23 years of living have I ever come across one of those things, one of those animals, and I think that's a real shame. I just read too much about these animals and I feel quite disappointed. I think that's a real disappointment about getting older. You don't get to meet the fantastical things you read about in books, but you also don't get to meet the animals that you read about. Anyway, let's read about the lovely opossums. Opossums. Opossums at times takes a notion to drop whatever they're doing and come to a stop. It's called plain possum, and clearly it's why they're mostly ignored by the folks passing by. When they're playing possum, opossums don't stir. They don't move a muscle or ruffle their fur. Upon these occasions, opossums are prone to lie on the ground and resemble a stone. When they're playing opossum, opossums don't sense the comings and goings of current events. Lucky, their energy's focused on trying to strive to make you believe that they aren't alive. When they're playing possum, opossums appear to be unaware that there's anyone near. They never revive till you're well on your way. When they're playing possum, opossums don't play. write a comment if you've ever seen an opossum, because I genuinely don't know what they look like. Right, what's the next poem? I do not like the sunshine. Look how mad he looks. Right. I do not like the sunshine. I do not like the sunshine. I'm dampened by the rain. I think that clouds are ugly, and snowflakes are a pain. The stars are unattractive. I shudder at the moon. I'm burdened by a butterfly. I blanch at a balloon. Bananas are annoying. I fail to stomach cheese. I disapprove of flowers. I tolerate no trees. I'm pestered by a plum. I find a frog offensive, and gorillas make me rather glum. I loathe the chair and table. A sofa makes me sore. A window's clearly silly. I'm put out by a door. I countenance no mountain. I'm sickened by the sea. And I don't care the slightest if you don't care for me. Okay. Jeez. Right. We'll read this one to be a lovely contrast to the last. I'm happy as anyone could ever be. I'm happy as anyone could ever be. There's no one on earth half as happy as me. For I just found out at the doctor's today I'm really allergic to liver. Hooray! I don't think kids today will know what it's like to eat liver. I feel like it fell out of fashion quite a while ago. But liver, like chicken liver, it has a lot of vitamin A, I think, or vitamin K. It's very nutritious. I remember my mom used to make liver for me, but it was always that thing where you'd see it in the store and it kind of gives you the creeps. But I think one day I'll try to prepare liver for myself. But I don't think kids these days eat liver. There was a poem that I just flicked through and it said, I don't want to get out of bed. Frankly, there's a little bit inside of me. There's a little voice that's saying, I should take a nap right now. Because I just had my breakfast and it was quite a protein heavy breakfast. It had like eggs, yogurt, mushrooms. It was very heavy. It was very delicious though. But you know when you just get that post-meal slump? So now I'm just thinking, I don't know whether I should take a nap. So I'm definitely not reading that poem because I need to stay up. I need to stay up for the opera that I'm going to today, later. I'm really excited. I did a take before this, and I don't know if I mentioned my plan for today, but my plan for today is just to study land law and then get dressed and go to the opera at the RCM seeing Madge Figaro. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. But to be honest, like I've read Barbara of Seville and I've read Marriage of Figaro. I always preferred Barbara of Seville. Like it was a lot more lighthearted. It was a lot more comedic in my mind. Whereas the Barbara of Seville, the Marriage of Figaro seems a bit, I don't know. I remember feeling a bit depressed after reading it. I don't really remember what happens, but I guess tonight will be a recap of that. Right. One last poem, and then I'm gonna get to studying, and you're gonna get to studying, or if you're a child, I'm envious of you. You don't have to look at land law statutes. I'm very envious of you. But let's end this on a lovely, lovely, lovely note. Yes, let's end it on this poem. I like the floppy dog downstairs. Yes, I like the fluffy dog downstairs. Let's go with that. I like the floppy dog downstairs. Its temperament is sweet. We often chase each other, playing tag along the street. I like the fuzzy dog next door that knows lots of tricks. It wags its tail, it licks my face, then runs and fetches sticks. I like the dog across the yard that comes up to my chin. We roll around and wrestle, and it always lets me win. There is one dog I do not like. It doesn't growl or bite. It simply sleeps and sleeps all day, then barks and barks all night. It's very sweet. It reminds me of the Harry McClary series. I'm so annoyed. I don't have Harry McClary in my bookshelf. I think later this week I might go to Daunt's Books and get Harry McClary because I really missed that book. I used to read it over and over again. I used to have the audiobook as well. Yeah, that was my favourite book growing up. One of them anyway. Let's do one more. Oh my god, absolutely in no way am I reading this. I am not reading this. Like, I'm sorry. Don't know if you could see that. Not today. Today's not the day. And we're not gonna read another poem about a sleeping dog or anything to do with sleep because we're awake right now. I'm trying to tell myself we're awake. Oh, this looks very sweet. Wait, hang on, let me just... Right. We often walk on water. We often walk on water, and as we do, we think that we've no explanation for why we never sink. Though we're not very heavy, we're also not that light. Our weight is more than adequate for us to slip from sight. We go out every morning and stroll upon a lake, attracting flocks of waterfowl that follow in our wake. Astonished at our presence, they cannot help but quack. We wave in recognition and quack directly back. Quack, quack. We step there as securely as you step on a street, remaining dry unless you count the bottoms of our feet. We find the lake as solid as a sidewalk or a floor. We often walk on water. We sometimes sink on shore. Well, thank you so much for joining me for a lovely reading of Pizza the Size of the Sun. I hope you enjoyed that, and yes, I look forward to doing more videos. And what was I gonna say? I can't remember. But yes, have a wonderful day. Take care.